In this video, we're given a point which actually falls on the y-axis down here, and we want to find all six. We want to find the value of all six trig functions given this point. So we have our x value, we have our y value, and we are just missing our r value. So the formula for r is r equals x squared plus y squared, and we wanted to take the square root of that. So all we have to do is plug in our x and y. Our x is 0, so 0 squared, plus our y is negative 12, and we want to square that, and then take the square root of all that stuff. So r will equal 0 squared is just 0, plus negative 12 squared is going to be 144. Take the square root of that. So 0 plus 144 is 144, and then the square root of 144 is 12. So that's going to be our r value. And our r value is usually the positive version of whatever non-zero number we have right here. So you'll always have a 0 for these types of problems, and then another number. R is usually going to be the positive version of that number. Okay, so now we want to fill in all of our values for each of the trig functions. So I'll flash the formulas up here on the screen. We know that sine of theta is going to be y over r, so y is negative 12 divided by our r, which is 12. That reduces to be negative 1. And then the reciprocal function is cosecant of theta, so that's going to be r over y, so our r is positive 12 over our y, which is negative 12, and that reduces to be negative 1 as well. And we can come down here, find cosine of theta, which is going to be x over r, so it's going to be 0 over positive 12, which is just 0, and then secant is going to be the reciprocal function for cosine, sorry, and that's going to be r over x. So r is 12 over our x is 0, and that's actually going to be no solution because you can never divide by 0. It's just can't happen. Okay, so let's move this up a little bit. Our last pair of trig functions is going to be tangent and cotangent. So the tangent of theta is y over x, which is going to be negative 12 over 0, which again we're dividing by 0, which we can't do, so that's going to be no solution. And then cotangent of theta is a reciprocal to this function right here, the reciprocal to tangent right here. So instead of being y over x, it's going to be x over r. I'm sorry, x over y. So we're going to have 0 over negative 12, and that's going to be 0. Okay, so these are the values of all 6 trig functions given the point of 0, negative 12.